As far as running is concerned, no one in the world can move faster than the legendary Usain Bolt. He has outrun the best of the best and has set every record you can think of. As you already know, an athlete of that caliber is in top physical shape. But there's something about physical appearance the runner finds worrisome, and that's his receding hairline. Keep watching this video to get the full details. Bolt's hairline nightmare. Jamaica's greatest sprinter is unquestionably one of the best athletes ever. He has won 8 gold medals at the Olympics, earning him the moniker Lightning Bolt. However, in a 2016 interview, Bolt did admit to disliking one aspect of his physical appearance. Although Bolt's primary focus is on crossing the finish line first, there was a time when he worried that his hairline was engaged in a competition of its own. When asked about his personal dislikes, the sprinter mentioned that he did not care for his hair. He claimed that the mohawk was his go-to hairstyle, as it was the perfect look to disguise his receding hairline. When asked about his receding hairline, Bolt responded, and I quote, "Yes, I don't know where it's going." If you noticed, Bolt doesn't just wear his hair high, he shortens it right before big events. But the need to have more hair on his head would triumph over his self-consciousness over his not-so-lovable hairline. After competitions, he would still want to grow it out. After further reflection, the icon hinted that he might also try to grow a beard to see if that improved his situation. Despite his name being synonymous with speed, Bolt has been candid about his limitations. In the past, he has worked with the famous British chef Jamie Oliver to put his culinary abilities to the test. He admitted that he was eager to find the best onion technique. Even though he is the fastest athlete in the world, he conceded that the speed with which the chef used his knives left him in awe. Seeing a global superstar like Bolt admit his flaws and insecurities endears us to him on a deeper level. For this reason, many people look up to Usain Bolt as a source of motivation. 8 best bald athletes of all time. Thankfully, the ludicrous stigma that formerly accompanied baldness has faded away, and some would say that a shaved head is now an iconic style. According to a recent study, as many as 30% of males worldwide will experience male pattern baldness before 30, so don't feel bad if you find some hair missing as you grow older. Of course, bald and shaven-headed icons have long existed in sports, so in honor of our favorite bald athletes, here are just a few of our all-time favorites, besides Usain Bolt, of course. Number 8. Andre Agassi. To kick things off, we have one of the all-time tennis greats, Andre Agassi, who is considered one of the best players ever. Until the turn of the millennium, he had fans on the edge of their seats with his heated competition with U.S. contemporary Pete Sampras, and he capped off his career slam by earning an Olympic gold medal at the Atlanta Games in 1996. Once known for his gorgeous golden locks, Agassi later suffered from male pattern baldness and frequently wore wigs to conceal his hair loss during tournaments. At the time, baldness was something that body shamers laughed at, especially if it involved a superstar athlete. But later in his career, during an Indian summer in which he won 4 major titles, Agassi accepted his thinning hair and shaved head to achieve a clean and iconic image. He has remained a handsome man ever since. Number 7. Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd, regarded as one of the NBA's most adaptable players, is next on our list. Like Michael Jordan before him, Kidd sported a buzz cut for much of his illustrious career, during which he won an NBA title, was named Rookie of the Year in 1995, and was selected to an NBA All-Star game a record 10 times. Before deciding to shave his head, Kidd was known for his bleach-blond hair in the early 2000s. Kidd can let his hair grow out if he wants to, but he looks great without it and deserves to be on this list regardless. Number 6. Tim Howard. The United States goalkeeper Tim Howard had a successful career in the top division long before his legendary performance against Belgium in the 2014 World Cup quarterfinal. After a brief time in the MLS as a youngster, Manchester United snatched up Howard in the early 2000s, and he had a breakout year winning the FA Cup and the League Cup in his first season there. While in England, he played for Everton and was named in the Premier League's Team of the Year. He even scored a goal for the Toffees in the 2011-12 season. Impressive for a keeper. Howard, who started balding in his 20s, had a buzz cut wherever he played. He looked great with this and set the trend for bald athletes in the 2000s. Number 5. Zinedine Zidane. From 1998 to 2003, he won a World Cup, a European Championship, a La Liga title, and a Champions League title, making him arguably one of the greatest players in the world. He also won the award for World Player of the Year 3 times. He had previously been a pivotal player for Series A powerhouse Juventus, starting in the middle of the field and helping the Old Lady to 2 league titles and 2 Champions League finals in the mid-1990s. Sadly, Zidane's hair loss had already begun, and his well-trimmed fringe did little to hide the growing bald spot on his crown. In preparation for the 2006 World Cup, where he infamously headbutted Marco Materazzi in the final, the French genius permanently shaved his scalp, and he had kept the same self-assured appearance ever since, even when he was the manager of Real Madrid. Number 4. Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather's perfect career record of 50-0 is more than impressive, one that most boxers would wish they had. Between 1999 and 2015, Floyd Pretty Boy Mayweather won a record-breaking 15 world titles in 5 weight divisions. Also nicknamed Money Mayweather, is considered the richest boxer in the world with an estimated net worth of more than $450 million. Also, most of Mayweather's memorable victories had occurred while sporting a clean-shaven head. He adds a dash of extravagance to his otherwise understated style by mixing and matching formal and casual garments with astonishing ease. Number 3. Thierry Henry. Few could have predicted the 10-year trajectory of French winger Thierry Henry when he signed with Arsenal in the summer of 1999. Henry not only shaved his head and transformed into a prolific striker who scored 228 goals in 377 appearances for the Gunners, but he also became nearly unrecognizable from the young man who arrived in London at the turn of the century. Many believe Henry to be one of the best-dressed footballers of all time, since he is another sporting legend who blends a simple shaven head with a smooth and stunning sense of fashion. Number 2. Arjen Robben. In 2004, Chelsea paid PSV Eindhoven £12 million to acquire Dutch winger Arjen Robben. Robben had a full head of hair at the time. However, thinning had already begun at the temples, and by the time he left London, the top of his head was bare. Robben was among the growing number of athletes whose looks were altered by male pattern baldness before the age of 30, but he took pride in his new look and had a shaved head for the rest of his professional career. Robben was a no-nonsense winger known for charging at defenders at high speed, cutting inside onto his left foot and firing the ball into the top left corner of the opponent's goal. Number 1. Michael Jordan. At number 1, we have none other than the most popular bald athlete of all time, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan will likely be the first name that comes to mind when you hear the phrase bald celebrities, but it wasn't always the situation. While Jordan did indeed have hair when he first entered the NBA, it is generally agreed that the decision to shave his head marked a turning point in his already phenomenal career. As a shooting guard, he led his team to an unprecedented 6 NBA final appearances between 1991 and 1998, winning the MVP award on 6 separate occasions. His 1998 season was widely regarded as his best overall, and he was rewarded for it by being named NBA MVP for the 5th time. Jordan is the most decorated and debatably best NBA player of all time, and his iconic status has only grown over the years. So guys, what other popular bald athletes can you think of? Kindly share some names with us in the comment section. And if you enjoyed watching this video, why not like and share it so your friends can watch it too? One more thing, subscribing to our channel and hitting the notification bell means you'll keep watching more interesting videos like this. See you next time.